This video will show you how to replace the rear outside door handle on a Toyota Matrix. This will be mounted to the outside of your rear door. Let's get into it. Okay friend, let's get started on our job. With the door in the open position, we're going to remove our inside door panel. Now keep in mind during the removal process, you will have a wiring harness for the window switch. Now with that said, if you were looking where the inside door handle is, there's a small plastic trap door. We'll use a small pick or screwdriver to dislodge the trap door, and then we can continue on with the mounting hardware located behind it. We'll be using a Phillips head screwdriver for the mounting hardware here. I just have my Phillips head bit. That works as well. A thorough inspection of all mounting hardware as we continue on, replace as necessary. Now we're done in this area, let's make our way down towards the inside grab handle next. Looking down in here, you can see another Phillips head screw. Let's remove it. Now we'll just take hold of this, we should be able to slide it out of position. Continuing on, we're using a small trim tool. I want to start dislodging the door panel from the door itself. Now this plastic trim tool is going to make its way in between the door and the panel, and we should be able to gently start separating this. We just need to find a spot that we can make our way in between. There we are. Now once you do have it separating, typically you can make your way in by hand. Just be careful for any pinch points. There we are. In our instance, we have a small foam insulator that fell out of position. This should still be in place for you. We'll just go ahead and set this aside. Now we can take hold of this panel. We're going to have to gently lift it up, and we'll pull it away. Now we're just going to gently spin this, and we'll pay attention to our electrical connector leading to the back side of that window switch. It has a locking tab. I'm using a small screwdriver to gently press on the tab while I pull that out of place. Once it's dislodged, of course, a quick inspection for corrosion. I don't see any, so I'll set this aside, and we can also set aside the door panel. Now that we have the door panel out of the way, we're going to focus on this area of our vapor barrier. To gain access to the outside door handle, we have to make our way up inside this area. Now, as you start pulling down on this, you can see some black butyl tape making its way all the way around. It's extremely sticky. Make sure you don't get it on your clothing. As for this vapor barrier, we only need to remove it far enough that we can gain access inside of the door, and we're being careful not to tear it in any way. Continuing on, we're going to have to dislodge our door latch, so we're starting at the electrical connector right in this area. It has a locking tab along the top, just squeeze it in and we'll pull that out of place. Quick inspection. We'll make our way on the outside here for 3 mounting bolts. Looking out here, we can see 3 T27 Torx screws that need to be removed. As for the first one, I'm going to loosen it, but we'll leave it in a couple threads. Now I'm going to carefully reach inside of the door. I'll hold onto the latch and remove the bolt. We'll shift this so we can dislodge it. Now as you look inside of this port, deep in towards the outside of the door, you're going to find another T27 Torx screw. This is holding the bezel of the outside door handle in place. So a long extension. Now that is a captured mounting bolt. It's staying in place. Let's make our way to the outside of the door next. Now we're along the outside of the door. I'm using a plastic trim tool to remove my bezel. After removing that plastic bezel, we can take hold of the door handle. We're going to lightly pull it out, slide it towards where the bezel was, and remove it from the door. There it is, friend. Prior to installation of any brand new part, of course, we need to make sure we clean and inspect our mounting area. Now, what you're typically going to find on the door itself is you have the gaskets for the handle. If they've fallen out of place, of course, just give them a quick inspection and you're going to reinstall them. As for now, I'm using a clean rag. I'm going to give this a quick wipe, confirm that nothing's rotted, weak, or damaged, and those seals are still in good enough condition to be reused. Now we can install our outside door handle. We want to make sure we align our ears with their corresponding holes. We're Just going to bring it in like this. Now you're going to find that the rearward ear has to slide in first. We'll continue on pressing the forward ear into place as well. Now once we have this up against the door, you can tell it needs to be shifted forward. After completing that, I'm going to take hold of the handle. We'll just give it a tug. It should retract. Now if that did not retract, it's not set properly. Assuming it does, let's continue on with the bezel. Now looking in this center area here, we can see the threaded portion of our mounting bolt. That mounting bolt will need to align with its mounting point on the bezel itself. Just press this right onto the door. We're still using our T27 here. I'm making sure I start it in by hand so I'm not cross-threading it into the wrong position. I have it started in by hand. I'm going to fully tighten it. Let's just make sure everything's aligned properly and we'll continue on with reinstalling our door latch. Now let's bring the latch into position. Looking inside the door, you can see this blue forked area. Now if you were looking at the latch itself, it does have one stud. This stud right here needs to slide up into the groove of that fork, right in between there. Just carefully bring it up into the proper position and we'll make sure everything else is aligned as well. We need to make sure everything's aligned. We're pressing this in. I can see that this port is aligned. My child lock is out in the open as well. We'll continue on with our 3 mounting bolts. Start them all in before tightening any of them. Now that that is fully installed, let's reinstall our vapor barrier and then of course reconnect our electrical connector. As far as the vapor barrier, you want to make sure you have it in the same positioning as you had removed it. Just align it and press it towards the door. We'll make sure that this is sealed all the way around. Now it's time for that electrical connector. Line it up, press it in. Audible click, a light tug. Let's reinstall the door panel. As for installing the door panel, we want to pay attention all the way around, confirming we have each one of our mounting pieces. After you're sure of that, we're going to focus on our window switch. We can see it in this area here. We need to connect the electrical connector. Listen for a click here. As we bring the door panel over, we're going to focus along the top of the door panel. We can see this ridge making its way all the way across the top. That's going to need to go over the ridge along the top of the door here, close to where the window is. We're holding the bottom out and away, and we're tapping down along the top. Continuing on, we need to focus along where the door panel and the door meet. Each one of those tabs needs to be aligned, and we'll tap this into the proper position. Let's just make sure that that is secured all the way around. We'll continue on with our mounting hardware. We're going to use our Phillips head screw directly inside where that inside door handle is. Make sure that's nice and tight. We'll protect the area with its protective panel. Make our way down towards the grab handle next. Now for this, of course, we need to install our insert first, so we'll take this and we'll line it up, press it all the way down. We have the area in the center for our mounting screw. Start it in, snug it up. Prior to closing the door, let's make sure we test the functionality of the outside door handle in comparison to the latch itself. For that, I'm using a 1/4 inch extension here. I'll make my way right inside the latch and pretend I'm shutting the door. You can tell that it is latched. Now I'm applying pressure. While I'm holding pressure, I'm going to pull on the outside door handle and we'll make sure this releases. Of course, the door does need to be in the unlocked position. Let's test it one more time here. As you can tell, it does release. Now let's go ahead and shut the door and we'll make sure it functions that way as well. Perfect. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.